We see AMC. We're gonna go dash on him. He uses his beads. We're gonna get some basics. The Morgan's nearby. We're able to get the pick on her, get ourselves a double kill. 3 people in mid. We're gonna go ahead and charge up our ultimate. We missed, but we're able to get to the fight. We're able to get the pick onto the Bakasora. That's a triple. We might be able to connect onto the Sobek, get a quad. We're getting the damage off for sure. Unfortunately, the quad does not connect. And then here's Cthulhu. This would have been a pentakill. Unfortunately, our team did not want us to succeed today. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Shiny B Gaming, and today we have a viewer request to play Mercury in Jungle. If you are new to the channel, I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intentions of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. Subscriber will make sure that every time you're using a Mercury ult, you run into a player mid-wall, like a Ymir wall, a Kraken wall, or an Odin Gauge. As always, the full build is in the description down below. If you are a returning viewer, Mercury feels pretty strong without boots. He still is a late game god, but you're able to come online a little bit quicker, get rage a little bit quicker. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1, we want to put a pointer 1, level 2, put a pointer 3, level 3, put a pointer 2, level 4, another pointer 1. We want to max out our ultimate whenever we can, max out our 1, max out our 2, max out our 3. Mercury's 1 is going to create a little circle. As you level up, the circle gets bigger. This ability can crit. Mercury's 2, Mercury is going to gain increased movement speed while this ability is not active, and then whenever it is active, Mercury is going to cleanse himself of slows and increase his attack speed. The attack speed is going to be 30% at level 1, 70% at level 5, and the duration is 5 seconds. Mercury's 3, Mercury is going to dash forward, spin around an enemy, and then throw them in any direction. Mercury's ultimate, Mercury is going to charge up, and then he's going to be able to travel a long distance based on how long he's charged up. He's going to then travel faster than the speed of sound, dealing damage to all enemies he hits, stunning them, and spinning them around in a random direction for 1.5 seconds. Mercury's passive, for every 1 unit traveled, Mercury is going to gain a 0.08% physical power bonus to his next basic attack. This can stack up to 40%. Mercury also gains additional physical power equal to 25% of his movement speed from items or abilities. In terms of the start, we started with Eye of the Jungle, tier 1 of Stone Cutting Sword, 3 health potions, a mana potion, and we picked up Blink for our relic. Eye of the Jungle is going to provide us with 10 physical power, 10 HP 5, and 10% attack speed. It has a passive that you deal 30% increased damage to jungle monsters. Upon defeating a large jungle monster, you're going to place a ward at its location that lasts for 30 seconds. While in the jungle, you gain 15 HP 5 and 10 NP 5. With Mercury, in the early game, we're really looking to level up as much as possible. We were able to get a first blood this game that's going to provide us with an additional 500 gold. We really just played it super aggressive early, dashed onto the mid laner, threw him towards our mid laner, and was able to clean up the Morgan with our basic attacks. Completing 1 rotation is not going to give us enough gold to get Stone Cutting Sword, even with the 500 gold from the first blood. We're going to go ahead and start another rotation by hitting our speed. We're going to go to blue, then hit our harpies, and then look towards mid. Mercury does have an attack chain. Let's say it's a 100% hit, then it's going to be a less than 100% hit. Then the third hit is going to be a greater than 100% hit. So in the early game, whenever you're clearing camps, you do want to kind of keep this in consideration. So strong hit, weak hit, stronger hit. Couple people at level 5. We have the enemy mid laner at a level 3. The harpies are gone. We are going against the enemy Bakasora, so he's going to be looking to do the same thing that we're doing. Hit as much camps as possible and level up as fast as possible.
We should not leave them alone.
Bakasora is over and left. We're going to rotate over. We do have our ultimate. We're going to charge up from the distance. Try to make it to where we don't go in tower. We barely do. We're going to have to just avoid. We're going to dash away. Since we took that tower shot, we're probably out of this fight. We do have enough money for stone cutting sword, so we're just going to go ahead back, pick that up. Stone cutting sword is going to provide us with 50 physical power, 7% movement speed. It has a passive that melee basic attacks are going to decrease enemy physical protections by 10 and increase your physical protections by 10 for 3 seconds. This can stack up to 3 times. The reason we're going into stone cutting is that 50 physical power is going to be very helpful, and then the passive is also very helpful early game. This is going to allow us to get picks if we choose to fight early on. Our mid laner back, so we're going to go ahead and clean up this wave. Right now, we have 50 physical protections, but that's because we had the stone cutting sword passive online. Right now, we really have 29 base. So if we assume that an enemy has 29 or 30 physical protections, we can remove all of their physical protections with 3 basic attacks.
Take this jungle off.
An enemy has been slain.
After our first back, we're going to start picking up health potions and wards. We want to try to ward for our mid laner. We're going to see if the Morgan steps up. She does not. If she did, we do have the power and ability to get a pick on her right now. Hera uses her ultimate and gets nothing for it. Bakasura's on Hera. We're going to go ahead and hit this camp. Hera looks safe. We're just looking for farm. Oracles don't provide us with a lot of XP, but they do provide us with a decent amount of gold. We're going to go ahead and hit the Greatest Scorpion. This is going to enhance our purple, our red, and our green buff.
I can dance all day. Enemy missing middle.
They hurt your friends.
We're in charge of our ultimate. We're going to go dash. We're able to get the spin. That's her beads. We're going to dash after her beads are over. Get some basics. That's a Hera. She uses her ultimate. We don't really want to fight her into Argus. We try. It's not really working out, so we're going to go ahead and just disengage. We are pretty weak, but as long as we're in the jungle, we're going to be recovering HP 5 and MP 5 from Eye of the Jungle. We're going to go ahead and keep farming. We don't feel like we need to back quite yet. We just can't engage any gods. If we see a god, we're going to have to run. But we have enough to keep clearing camps.
Take this jungle off.
Be careful. On my way.
We see Baka in mid. Hera's in kind of a bad position. She's between 2 towers and is about to have 3 people on her.
Your friends
Yeah, she
need
goes
help.
down. There's nothing we could do for her even if we rotated immediately. We're just looking for a farm. The magic number that we're looking for is 2,500 in order to pick up Rage. We think we might be able to get those harpies, but we are wrong. So back there, he sees us, so we're just going to disengage. The back harpies in the right jungle are about to be up, so we're going to go ahead and start rotating that way. We are level 10, highest level in the lobby, so that means we're making good pace and leveling up as fast as possible. And Mercury from behind does not feel good, so we definitely want to try to get a higher level, then start looking to engage on enemies.
Ultimate is ready.
We do have our ultimate. That's Cthulhu's dash. We dash, we get the spin, get some basics on him, and we're able to get the pick onto Cthulhu. We have enough money for Rage, so we're going to go ahead and back. Rage is going to provide us with 30 physical power and 30% critical strike chance. It has a passive that getting a kill or an assist on an enemy god is going to give you 1 stack. Each stack provides 3% critical strike chance. Stacks are permanent and stack up to 5 times. The Evolve version is going to provide us with 30 physical power and 45% critical strike chance. We are going into a crit build with Mercury. No surprise. These builds are pretty nasty on him. I feel like it really opens you up for pentakills in the game. You have the damage for sure. It's just you gotta survive and get the kills. This game we get pretty close to getting one. We are there when all 5 people go down. However, somebody else gets the picks. The Morgan's nearby. We're gonna dash. Unfortunately, we miss. Now that we have Rage online, we're gonna start looking for picks. We want to get Rage stacked as quick as possible. Not to a point where it's gonna cost us XP and gold by not hitting camps, but we do want to start looking for fights at this point in the build. Looks like Chernobog needs a little bit of help. He goes down. We're not going to fight into 2 people by ourselves. If Chern was still alive, we would have tried to do something.
An enemy has been slain.
Looks like it's just AMC. Sylvanas is here. We're using our ultimate. They can hear us charging it up. We're going to blink. Dash up. We're going to throw him into a wall. Activate air 2. Oh, baby, we chunk.
You don't need help.
So that's 1 stack. We won't see a number on the first stack. We're going to go ahead and drop red. Our speed's about to be up, so we're going to rotate over. Start another rotation of speed, harpies, blue. I do kind of prefer going into speed, blue than harpies. However, we already went speed, harpies, blue. So our blue timer is going to be a little off of our speed timer.
Your middle tower is under attack. Take this jungle buff.
We're going to go ahead and drop the blue.
Be right back. Enemy missing middle.
Level 14, so we've got 2 levels on everyone else, at least. Looks like there's a little bit of a fight going on the left. We are going to start to rotate over. We do have our ultimate. With Mercury's ultimate, one strategy that we can do, we're going to go dash up, activate our 2. We're able to get the pick onto the Baka with our 1. We're going to go ahead and charge up our ult. We don't want to overshoot. We're just going to land some basic attacks right here. That's a hair ultimate, which is really the Morgan ultimate. We're going to charge up our ultimate. We're not going to talk about that. We were able to get the pick onto the AMC. We're going to dash up. That's beads from the Morgan. And some basics. And Sylvanas is able to get the pick onto the Morgan. So we dash into the wall. That's all we got to say there. It looked good. We looked a little too far left. We hit the wall. With Mercury's ultimate, what you can do is charge up near the enemy tier 1 tower or near your tier 1 tower. Make it to where they don't really have the opportunity to see you or expect you to come from that direction. Charge up, dash across, get the stun, and then you should be able to get a lot of damage. I remember I played one game as Oleron, and I swear the Mercury ulted me like 7 or 10 times from the tier 1 tower, and there was almost nothing I could do. I think I died almost every single time. We go ahead and back, and we pick up Hastened Katana. Hastened Katana is going to provide us with 25 physical power, 15% attack speed, and 7% movement speed. It has a passive that hitting an enemy with a basic attack is going to grant haste for 1 second, causing you to be immune from the basic attack movement penalty. So we've got stone cutting, which is going to help with our power, our protection removal. Then we have rage for crit, and then we have hasten to stick to the enemies like glue.
Enemy missing left. Lightweight.
Now that we have hasten, we can pretty much kill anyone in a 1v1 situation.
Tower is under attack. Get ready.
We're going to charge up. We get the dash, get some damage onto the Morgan. Dash up so she can't dash away, or use her invisibility to get away. We're able to get the pick onto 1. We're able to get the pick onto 2. Go through the dashes. We're going to fight into him. He goes into the tower. We're going to back off. He comes out of tower. We have our dash in 1 second. We're going to get some damage onto him. We're going to dash, throw him away from tower.
Enemy has been slain.
Go ahead, fight him, chase him under tower. What you going to do? We're able to get the pick onto Cthulhu. Unfortunately, it did not connect for a triple. However, we will still take it. We have rage fully stacked right now. AMC's here. We miss our dash. He misses his ultimate. We're going to get some basics on him. We are going to fall back. We hit him with the 1 as we're fading away.
Nice job. Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
So as soon as we want to bail, we can drop our 1, turn directions, and then start running away. Our 1 will still connect. We're going to go ahead back. We are very weak. We're going to start working on Wind Demon.
Ah, yes. Your middle tower is under attack. Your team has destroyed a left enemy tower.
You cannot save them.
Level 19, about 17 minutes into the game. We should hit level 20 by 20 minutes. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. And connect onto 2. Activate our 2. That's fun. Cthulhu's invisible. So, I remember trying to basic attack this was pretty difficult because we didn't know how big he was. We just saw the health bar.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower. Your left tower is under attack. Your left tower has been destroyed.
We make the call to go for Fire Giant. We clear mid-wave while we wait for our team to group up. Churn's going for the Pyromancer. I think we should just go for the main Fire Giant. But while we're waiting for our team to get here, we'll go ahead and just hit the Pyromancer. The Pyromancer is going to provide us with a buff that whenever we leave the fountain, we're going to gain 40% increased movement speed for 15 seconds. The buff itself lasts about a minute. There's a timer under our Titan to represent how long we have the Pyromancer buff for. We're going to go ahead, hit the Greatest Scorpion, try to maintain the enhanced buffs as much as we can for our team. We do have enough money for Wind Demon. They're on Gold Fury. We are about half health. We got to be careful if we decide to take this fight.
Enemy missing left. Be right back.
We go ahead and back and pick up Wind Demon. Wind Demon is going to provide us 25 physical power, 20% attack speed, and 20% critical strike chance. It has a passive so that your critical hits provide you with a 10% physical penetration increase, and increase your attack speed by 15% and movement speed by 10% for 5 seconds.
On my way.
So the 20% plus our 45% is going to be 65% crit. Sobek's very weak. Bit of a team fight going on. I'm going to charge up our ultimate. We're trying to get the pick onto this Sobek desperately. Harry's able to get the pick. We're going to go charge up our ultimate, look for a squishy. We dash, just get to our back line. We still have our blink. We're gonna get the pick onto the... No, we don't get the pick on 2. We're gonna dash away. 26 health. We're very weak. Now that we're in our jungle, we're gonna be able to start getting some HP 5 from Eye of the Jungle.
Was on the ropes for a second there.
I feel like we played that team fight too direct, meaning that like the enemies could see us. We had no element of surprise. We tried to get to the back line, and we just took a lot of damage. Didn't get any picks. We did get an assist. However, those are the kind of team fights where if we can just come out of the jungle, start attacking their squishy characters without them noticing, we could get a lot of picks, deal a lot of damage in a team fight like that.
Be right back.
AMC's here. Silly AMC. We're able to get the pick onto him.
Ultimate is ready.
Sobek, we'll fight into it. Nope. 2 versus 1. Sobek uses ultimate. We'll just fall back a little bit. I mean, we just baited out his ultimate for free. That cost us nothing.
I'm going for jungle buff. Okay. Peekaboo. Up. Get ready.
We're gonna go ahead and charge up our ultimate.
Get ready.
Charge it up again. Even if we don't fire our ultimate, which we do in this case, we overshoot, we go into the Phoenix, we are in a little bit of trouble. If we just charge up our ultimate, sometimes that could be enough to throw the enemy off. We're going to run away as much as possible. We do not want to activate our 2 because while it is not active, we're going to be gaining increased movement speed. We regroup with our team and it looks like we got out.
Attack fire giant. Attack fire giant. Help! Help! Enemy ultimate incoming. Watch for mean left hooks.
The Fire Giant is going to provide us with a buff that's going to give us HP 5, MP 5, and allow us to deal more damage to structures. With crit, we should be able to shred this Titan. That's to get through the ultimate. I'm just glad that we can see him.
You cannot save them.
Be right back.
We're going to go ahead and just fall back. Whoop. We're going to hit another camp or 2 because we see that Deathbringer is going to cost us $16.50 in order to level it up. We're very close, so we're just going to hit another camp or 2.
Be right back. No more pulling punches.
We're going to go ahead back and pick up Deathbringer. Deathbringer is going to provide us with 50 physical power, 25% critical strike chance. It has a passive that critical strike bonus damage dealt is increased by 30%. So our crits are going to hurt even more. So right now we're sitting at 85% critical strike chance.
Ward the Gold Fury.
Gold Fury is kind of open. We're going to clean up the left lane.
On my way. Attack the Gold Fury.
With Sylvanas here, we're just going to start working on the Oni Fury.
Group up. Attack left lane.
We see AMC. We're going to go dash on him. He uses his beads. We're going to get some basics. The Morrigan's nearby. We're able to get the pick on her, get ourselves a double kill. 3 people in mid. We're going to go ahead and charge up our ultimate. We missed, but we're able to get to the fight. We're able to get the pick onto the Ibakasaur. That's a triple. We might be able to connect onto the Sobek, get a quad. We're getting the damage off for sure. Unfortunately, the quad does not connect. And then here's Cthulhu. This would have been a pentakill. Unfortunately, our team did not want us to succeed today. No pentakills for Shiny Beak. That's a full deicide. we should be able to get this Phoenix, clean up the Titan, and end the game. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.